In a world cluttered with information, where truth is power, Lawin Weekly News stands apart.
We delve deeper, uncover facts, and bring stories to light. From political showdowns and economic triumphs to the pulse of the street and the heart of the community.
We capture the moments that define us, stories that challenge, inspire, and transform.
Tune in live Sundays 8 a.m. Central Standard Time and Sundays 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
These are Lawin headlines for this week. Texas AG Paxton probes shine for alleged forced labor, unsafe goods. Texas DPS uncovers 23 migrants hidden in semi's sleeping area. Trump pushes to undo Biden's fuel efficiency policy. SC orders Government to return P60 Beetle Health funds, Palace says. Philippine consulate in Houston to close for December holidays. Heidelin Diaz promises top performance in SEA Games comeback.
Good day, I am Neska, and tonight we bring you the latest stories in the United States of America, especially in the state of Texas. So sit back, relax, and let Lawin Weekly News be your guide to the news that matters most. Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick on Thursday proposed a program that would give every newborn in the state $1,000 at birth to support long-term savings and investment. Speaking at a public event, Patrick said lawmakers would consider legislation in the next session to establish and fund the initiative. If approved, state officials would set eligibility rules, distribution methods, and oversight procedures. The proposal is intended to complement a separate federal initiative that plans to provide $1,000 to every American baby for investment in stock market or approved accounts. State financial agencies and budget committees would review the fiscal impact before any vote. If enacted, Texas health agencies and vital statistics offices would coordinate with financial institutions to open and credit accounts for eligible newborns. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton announced on an investigation into online retailer Shein over potential violations of state law following reports of forced labor and unsafe products. Shein, founded in China and now based in Singapore, is known for rapidly producing low-cost clothing and home decor items. Paxton said the probe will examine whether Shein's supply chain and manufacturing practices violate Texas law by using toxic or hazardous materials, misleading consumers about product safety, or failing to ensure ethical sourcing. The investigation will also review the company's data collection and privacy practices. Texas state troopers discovered 23 people suspected of being in the U.S. illegally hidden in the sleeper compartment of a truck tractor during a traffic stop on Interstate 35 in LaSalle County. The stop occurred as part of Operation Lone Star. A trooper pulled over a white Freightliner truck for driving on an improved shoulder and learned the driver did not have a commercial driver's license. Troopers, assisted by a Border Patrol K-9 unit, found the 23 individuals concealed in the truck's sleeping area. The driver, 24-year-old John David Amaya of Laredo, was arrested and charged with 23 counts of smuggling of persons, a state jail felony. The people inside the vehicle, identified as nationals of Nicaragua, Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, and Mexico, were turned over to U.S. Border Patrol. Texas Department of Public Safety said the incident underscores ongoing efforts under Operation Lone Star to intercept human smuggling and protect public safety on the state's roadways. A Galleria area restaurant owner is calling on the city of Houston to act after a second fire broke out at a vacant building next to his business. The charred property at 6508 Westing near Voss sits just inches from Stockyard Barbecue, which has operated at the location for 15 years. Owner Luai Jubrani said the narrow 15-inch gap between the buildings, combined with activity at the abandoned site, creates safety risks for employees and customers. Jubrani also noted that a homeless camp at the property has led to repeated incidents, including broken windows and vandalism. Houston firefighters responded to Sunday's fire, battling large plumes of smoke. No injuries were reported, and the cause is under investigation. A previous fire at the property last year was ruled arson, with charges filed. On Monday, the city posted a notice requiring the property owner to either demolish or secure the structure. Council member Mary Nan Hoffman said the city has issued multiple citations and stressed that the owner must be held accountable.
In a world filled with fleeting moments, there's beauty waiting to be captured. My name is Christian, and I specialize in immortalizing your most precious memories. From elegant weddings to vibrant events and timeless portraits, I'm here to make every moment unforgettable. Let me tell your story through the lens. Contact me today and let's create magic together.
Journey to self-discovery and mastery. Be bold, why not? Season 6 with MJ Concepcion every Monday 8 p.m. CST. Don't miss out.
Where every conversation is welcome at the table. This is Pink Table Talk with Dr. Carly D. Every Wednesday 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Rice, spice, and everything nice. Welcome to the Philippine food scene with Adobo Queen, Nancy Reyes Lumen of Commissary Kitchen. Every Thursday 8 p.m. CST, Friday 9 a.m. Philippine time.
The Texas Restaurant Association announced that independent restaurants and food service workers in Central Texas affected by the July 2024 floods can apply for grants of up to $5,000 through the Texas Restaurant Relief Fund. Eligible applicants must operate independent food and beverage businesses, document flood-related losses such as property damage or business interruption, and submit applications online during the announced period. Grants can be used for repairs, equipment replacement, payroll support, and other operational expenses allowed under the program. The fund prioritizes applicants reporting significant financial impact and is supported by donations from corporate partners, industry stakeholders, and individual contributors. Applications are reviewed on a rolling basis, and approved recipients are notified by email or phone. The association said workers affected by job loss or reduced hours may also qualify for certain forms of assistance. Detailed eligibility criteria, application instructions, and deadlines are available on the Texas Restaurant Association website. A 72-year-old woman is recovering in a Dallas trauma center after being knocked down by repeatedly pecked by geese while feeding ducks at City Lake Park, her family says. Lydia West was following her usual routine Monday morning when large geese approached and became aggressive. Her son David West told WFAA. Passers-by intervened and called paramedics. Lydia was first taken to a local hospital, then transferred to Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital, Dallas, for specialized care. Doctors found several pelvic fractures and internal bleeding. Surgery was deemed too risky, but she's now stable and will face a long recovery with physical therapy. City Lake Park hosts Canada geese and domesticated Chinese geese, which can be territorial, especially when accustomed to human food. Wildlife experts note most encounters are harmless, but falls during aggressive encounters can seriously injure older adults. The city described the incident as uncommon and is considering signage to educate visitors on safely interacting with wildlife. David West hopes his mother's story will warn seniors about potential risks at the park. San Antonio city leaders are set to receive an update on plans to expand veterinary services and animal care services, including the construction of a new veterinary hospital and renovations to the existing clinic. The $15.3 million project is funded through the 2022 bond program. City officials say the expanded facility is urgently needed, as the shelter currently lacks capacity to properly care for the number of injured or treatable animals brought in. The new hospital would also allow spay and neuter surgeries to be performed on site, improving efficiency and overall animal care. 7 proposals were submitted for the project. City staff have narrowed the list to one recommended vendor. The full council is expected to consider approval of the project later this month, moving the city closer to enhanced veterinary services for its shelter animals. Travis County officials are reviewing a tax rebate agreement with Tesla after the automaker failed to provide sufficient documentation showing it is meeting the deal's requirements. County spokesperson Hector Nieto said. The 2020 agreement offers Tesla a 70% property tax rebate on the first $1.1 billion invested in its southeastern Travis County Gigafactory, and up to 80% for investments over $2 billion. The rebate applies only to a portion of property taxes paid to the county. Tesla must ensure at least half of its employees live in Travis County and earn at least $15 per hour, adjusted annually for inflation. No rebate payments have been made to date, and the compliance review is ongoing. Commissioner Margaret Gomez said she will push staff to verify Tesla's obligations and pursue legal action if needed, stressing her duty to protect taxpayers' dollars. The rebate was intended to attract Tesla's headquarters to the county, create jobs, and boost economic opportunities. However, some residents now question whether the agreement benefits the community, citing workplace hazards and environmental concerns. Tesla did not immediately respond to requests for comment.
Join us for a captivating new series where Lawin sits down with the trailblazers of the music and entertainment world. Discover the stories behind the faces and voices that shape our culture and community.
We will bring you exclusive interviews with industry legends and rising stars. Behind the scenes insights and get a peek into the creative processes and personal journeys. Artists and performers and their upcoming shows and events.
Stay tuned for more updates and sneak peeks. Follow us on social media and subscribe to our channel.
The Trump administration has unveiled a proposal to ease federal fuel economy requirements for new vehicles, rolling back standards set under President Joe Biden in 2024. The plan targets corporate average fuel economy or CAFE standards, which set the average miles per gallon that manufacturers' fleets must achieve. Biden-era rules aim to accelerate fuel efficiency improvements and reduce greenhouse gas emissions for vehicles in model years after 2024. Under the new proposal, the pace of improvements would slow, giving automakers more time to meet efficiency targets. Officials cited concerns about compliance costs, vehicle prices, and consumer demand for larger vehicles. While manufacturers could still exceed the baseline, the minimum standards required for compliance would be lowered. The draft rules will enter a federal regulatory process, including public notice and comment periods for automakers, environmental groups, consumer advocates, labor organizations, and states. The change does not affect 2024 standards already in effect, but reshapes fuel efficiency and emissions targets for future model years, potentially influencing the adoption of more efficient engines, hybrid systems, and electric vehicles in the US. The executive branch will return 60 billion pesos in unused Philippine Health Insurance Corporation or PhilHealth funds to the state insurer. In compliance with the Supreme Court directive, Presidential Communications Office Secretary Dave Gomez announced Friday. Gomez said Malacanang received an official notice ordering the government to remit the remaining balance of PhilHealth funds that were neither obligated nor dispersed by various agencies in previous budget cycles. The executive branch has begun coordinating with the Department of Budget and Management and the Department of Finance to identify fund sources and establish a timeline for the remittance. The transfer will follow existing budgetary and accounting rules for trust and special purpose funds. The orders covers funds previously realigned retained under the General Appropriations Act that remain unused by implementing agencies. PhilHealth's management and board of directors will be formally notified once technical validation is completed. The government will document the 60 billion pesos transfer in official budget reports and provide compliance updates to the Supreme Court. Further details on implementation will be released after interagency consultations and verification of affected appropriations. Chile's parliament approved a law banning students from using smartphones on school premises, joining a growing number of countries restricting mobile devices over concerns for children's mental and physical health. The law passed with a large majority in the Chamber of Deputies and is expected to be enacted soon by President Gabriel Boric. It will take effect in March 2026 in all public and private primary and secondary schools. Education Minister Nicolas Cataldo called smartphones in schools a scourge and a major factor affecting children and youth. Lawmaker Diego Scalper, one of the bill's authors, cited studies linking phone use to online addiction and reduced classroom engagement. Colleague Marcia Rafael said the measure aims to improve concentration, academic performance, community life, and emotional health. Under the law, students may use smartphones only for special educational purposes, emergencies, or medical conditions that require monitoring. Other countries that have implemented similar restrictions include Brazil, Finland, South Korea, Italy, and France. UNESCO reports that by the end of 2025, 40% of schools worldwide had banned smartphone use to varying degrees, up from 30% a year earlier. Leaders of the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce of Texas, or PACCTX, came together for the organization's annual strategic planning, holiday party, and team building event, turning big ideas into actionable plans for the year ahead. The day-long gathering, held Saturday at the Courtyard by Marriott Houston Sugarland, brought chamber officers and members under one roof for a blend of strategic discussions, collaboration, and holiday celebration. The event opened with a strategic planning session from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., centered on the theme PACCTX 2030 Vision. Chamber leaders outlined long-term goals, explored new opportunities for Filipino-American businesses across Texas, and mapped out initiatives to strengthen the organization's programs and community presence. In the afternoon, participants shifted to a more festive atmosphere with a holiday party and team building activities held from 12 noon to 3 p.m. or 3:15 p.m. Members enjoyed interactive games, group activities, and fellowship designed to build camaraderie and celebrate the Chamber's milestones for the year. Photos from the event show an energetic and collaborative atmosphere as participants discussed ideas, worked together in teams, and welcomed the holiday season with enthusiasm. The Philippine Consulate General in Houston has released a schedule of closures for December in observance of upcoming holidays. The consulate will be closed on Wednesday, December 24th, Christmas Eve, December 25th, Christmas Day, December 30th, Rizal Day, and December 31st, last day of the year. The public is advised to plan consular transactions accordingly. For urgent matters or emergencies during these closures, the consulate can be reached at 346-256-4522. Updates and additional information are available on the consulate's website at houstonpcg.gov.ph and through its social media accounts on Facebook and Instagram.
Filing taxes, dealing with tax debt, or facing IRS actions is stressful, but you don't have to go it alone. Call 832-674-0829 or visit www.taxresolutionesq.com.
For divorce and family law in Texas, Liggett Dizon Law Firm PC will guide you every step of the way.
From initial consultation to detailed review of your case and strategic planning.
We'll sit with you during negotiations or mediations, and represent you in court.
Whether it is a family law, estate planning, or immigration, we will be there to guide through the final steps.
So, leave your legal matters behind you and embrace your future.
You can contact Liggett Dizon Law Firm PC at 346-5454-346 or visit dizonlawfirm.com.
Texas Rangers pitcher Jacob DeGrom has been named the American League Comeback Player of the Year. MLB announced Tuesday during the MLB Awards show on MLB Network. The award, voted on by MLB.com beat reporters, honors a player who rebounds from adversity to achieve exceptional performance. DeGrom, 37, returned from back-to-back injury-shortened seasons in 2023 and 2024 to lead the Rangers' strikeouts and starts. He went 12-8 with a 2.97 ERA, striking out 185 batters over 172-3 innings in 30 starts, and was a team's lone representative at the 2025 All-Star Game. He also set a franchise record for WHIP, posting 0.92, surpassing Nolan Ryan's 1.01 mark from 1991. DeGrom became the first MLB pitcher since 2008 to post such numbers after making 3 or fewer major league starts in the previous year. A 5-time All-Star and 2-time Cy Young Award winner, DeGrom reached 30 starts for the first time since 2019 when he won the NL Cy Young with the New York Mets. Earlier this month, he was also named AL Comeback Player of the Year in the MLB Players Association's Players' Choice Awards. Olympic gold medalist Hylene Diaz Naranjo has confirmed her return to the Southeast Asian Games, marking her first appearance since 2022, and said she intends to give her best for the Philippines. She expressed her support for fellow Filipino athletes, wishing them luck and encouraging them to perform their best for the country. Diaz Naranjo, who won back-to-back SEA Games golds in 2019 and 2022, has also been mentoring young Filipino athletes, including Carl Elger Yulo, at the 2025 Artistic Gymnastics Junior World Championships. She noted her admiration for his improved physique and development as an athlete. The weightlifting star will compete in Thailand alongside fellow Filipino lifters Rose G. Ramos, Jody Peralta, Elrin Ando, Crystal Macrohon, and others. She hopes to add another medal to her record while continuing to guide and inspire the next generation of Filipino athletes. BTS member Jin donated 4 million pesos to the Nam Kwang Social Welfare Society in Busan, South Korea. in celebration of his 33rd birthday and to support underprivileged members of the local community, according to the organization. Officials of the welfare group confirmed that they had received the donation and said the amount would be directed to programs assisting low-income residents in Busan. The organization noted that the funds would be used to provide living support and social services for vulnerable community members. The Namkwang Social Welfare Society reported that it had recorded Jin's contribution as a birthday donation and described him as a longtime supporter of charitable initiatives. It added that specific projects to be funded through Jin's donation would be announced once internal planning is committed. Spotify Philippines announced on Thursday that American pop superstar Taylor Swift was the most streamed artist in the country for 2025, while Filipino band Cup of Joe emerged as the year's most streamed local act. According to Spotify, Swift consistently dominated Philippine listening trends throughout 2025, driven by strong play counts across her full catalog from older releases to her latest albums. Her standing in the Philippines contrasts with the global charts, where Puerto Rican rapper Bad Bunny secured the title of the world's most streamed artist. Cup of Joe, meanwhile, topped all Filipino artists on the platform after generating the highest number of streams among local acts nationwide. Spotify attributed the band's rise to sustained engagement across regions and repeat listening of its most popular songs. Spotify said that 2025 year-end charts were compiled using verified user listening data across both free and premium accounts, covering plays from playlists, albums, and individual tracks. As we brace ourselves for the upcoming weather changes, let's dive into what you can expect day by day. Whether you're planning outdoor activities or just preparing for the week, we've got you covered with the most accurate forecast. Stay tuned with us as we take a closer look at the weather patterns that will impact our region. Remember, here at Lawin Weekly News, we bring you the clearest skies to the stormiest forecasts.
Here is your Lawin Weekly News weather forecast in Houston, Texas. On December 7th, Sunday, the high will be around 65 degrees Fahrenheit with a low near 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Expect partly sunny skies and mild winter-like weather. On December 8th, Monday, the high may reach 66 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 46 degrees Fahrenheit, mostly sunny and cool. On December 9th, Tuesday, expect a high near 66 degrees Fahrenheit and a low around 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Partly cloudy and comfortable for most of the day. On December 10th, Wednesday, the temperature peaks at about 65 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 44 degrees Fahrenheit. Mostly cloudy with a chance of light rain or drizzle. On December 11th, Thursday, the high is likely around 64 degrees Fahrenheit and the low about 43 degrees Fahrenheit, cool and partly sunny. On December 12th, Friday, the high will be near 64 degrees Fahrenheit with a low around 42 degrees Fahrenheit. A mostly clear day with crisp, cool air. On December 13th, Saturday, expect a high around 63 degrees Fahrenheit and an overnight low near 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Partly sunny and crisp, with typical December chill.
So those were the latest stories in Texas this week. I am Nesca Centina from Lawin Media Network. Have a great day.
Lawin Weekly News.
Tune in live Sundays 8 a.m. Central Standard Time and Sundays 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Lawin Weekly News.